Yes, good morning, and welcome to World War II in Yazoo. Yes. Well, darn. It turns out, at 4:22 today, May 10th, 1940, Germany has attacked Holland. Welcome to World War II in Yazoo. I'm Matthias. So, in previous episodes, we've been talking about the invasion of Belgium, France, and Holland, France and the Low Country. Just like Belgium's, the Netherlands or Holland was neutral, just like the First World War 25 years earlier. It avoided joining the Allies after a request from them, and after Germans' growing ambitions and growing the Third Reich in Italy attacking Albania in 1939. Holland had suspicions, but as the Great War, they thought Hitler would respect Holland's neutrality. Between 1933 and 1936, the Netherlands did very little to prepare for the inevitable invasion of Holland. They started rearming when Hitler took over the German government, but very slowly compared to Britain and France. Only in 1936 did Holland's military budget increase, with full rearmament in 1939, when Holland increased its budget to 9 million gliders, Danish currency, or about 502 million American dollars, and trying to get at least 100,000 men by 1939. And after the invasion of Denmark and Norway, it was likely that the Germans would use airborne troops, so the Dutch and Bulgarians put extra men, armored cars, and AA guns at airports and other places of importance. Strategy, which I will be talking about more in detail today. But Holland did not openly share its relationship with Germany, mostly because Holland traded heavily with Germany. Britain's Prime Minister Winston Churchill encouraged Belgium and the Dutch to not wait for the German attack. They both refused, even though Germany's plans had fallen into Allied hands in January of 1940. In 1940, France's Supreme Commander did contemplate breaking the Low Countries' neutrality by invading them in the summer of 1941. If they did not sign the Anglo-French coalition, making them allies with French. But fearing the negative public response, they vetoed it. After Operation Razibang in April of 1940, and a warning from Japanese naval captains and attachés, Holland's wartime productions went up and started to prepare for the inevitable invasion of Holland. On April 10th, Britain and France offered for them to join the Allies, but Holland refused, but declares a state of emergency on April 19th. Dutch strategy to defend Holland was the WW2 line, constructed in the 17th century to defend from the wars during that time. The reason Germany attacked the Netherlands was to avoid the French Maginot Line, so passing through Belgium and Netherlands, and preventing Britain and the Allies from having a foothold in there. So, and then we basically just went through how they didn't really think they could go, how they didn't think Britain would attack, and basic idea of the plan that was going to happen. But today, we will be talking about the actual invasion. So on the morning of May 10th, we were awakened by the sound of bombs, gunfire, and parachutes. The invasion of the Netherlands has begun. On the night of May 10th, Germany broke Dutch neutrality when it sent planes in to bomb and drop men at their capital in Rotterdam and other airfields that we talked about in previous episodes. In our last episode, there will be a link in the description. So, there's also the plan in there of how they're going to do that. So I really suggest you check that out. Flying to the east to make the Dutch think Germany was actually bombing Britain in their usual bombing raids, but this was not true and was actually pretty smart. The Germans started to land troops by plane in the airfields around the Dutch government at around 4:30 a.m. But because of Holland's preparation to defend the airbase and fields by placing many anti-aircraft guns in the area, this resulted in many fighters and Ju-52 German transport planes. During the battle, over 250 planes were shot down, around 50% of the fleet's total strength, which is really big. And the attack on the other field that the infantry was supposed to land at failed. The paratroopers could not liberate the field in time, making the GUs that were landing shot down with many men inside, causing many casualties. This resulted in the first wave of 18 JUs destroyed in only minutes. So the other two fields were quickly taken, but because of previous rain, the soil was wet, meaning that the plane's wheels sank, meaning reinforcements could not come, and the airfield was captured. The airfield was captured, but because of the hastily gathered Dutch troops and the heavy artillery, the German troops could not advance and were pushed back, and were forced to take cover in villages and houses. The attack on Rotterdam, or Holland's capital, continued with great success, with 12 HE-59 seaplanes dropping men on and around Rotterdam, which was a lot more successful. They proceeded to a nearby airfield and secured it easily. When it was taken, more GUs with more men landed there, and this wave landed successfully with no casualties. With the German forces regrouping and with reinforcements and the Dutch defending the capital were quickly overwhelmed with the growing population of German troops in that area and the strategy that they were doing. On the night of May 9th, the German commandos tried to take two bridges and a train track or secure them so men and multiple armored trains could reinforce. The attack failed, and Germany then proceeded to secure the train track and then push into Holland without the bridge. At 10 a.m., French light armored divisions and some infantry arrived at Antwerp, taking up positions there. The French tried to advance, but the Dutch resistance was already collapsing, and they made little ground from the German advancements. So German found a spot in the Dutch line that was weak, but decided to reorganize. Over the night, Dutch soldiers blew up over 236 bridges in the retreat. On the 14th of May, after 4 days of fighting, Germany dropped propaganda leaflets by planes asking for unconditional surrender. And in my quote, saying, "Spare it the fate of Warsaw." I'll let you decide what that means. Comment below what you think that means, or how you think that's going to affect. I have another third part because I have a lot more to write about the invasion of Holland. So comment below of what you think about that. Also, if there's any ways I can improve, and comment below with your video ideas. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see my other WW2 Holland video, my other Holland video. I'll put that in the description below. And please subscribe, like, share this video, and if you have any questions, list them in the comments below. I read all the comments and I'll try to make an episode responding to the comments. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.